Hi everybody, it's Kay here and welcome to this week's blog. And of course, welcome to the first day of summer. Are you feeling hot? By the magic of computers, I'm actually over in England enjoying the cool weather. Well, I hope I'm not freezing, but bringing this to you in summer. Notice I've even got my shell earrings on. I like my shell earrings. I've actually had them for about 25 years. But today we're going to talk about courses. And we're going to talk about your course and particularly why you're not writing your course and why you're not launching it. So have you got something in your brain that you would like to take out to the world, that you would like more people to be seeing and hearing, but you're not getting it out there? Why aren't you getting it out there? And I suggest that for many people, the reason is that you want it to be perfect. Perfectionism. Look, it's a great trait. Not one that I've actually had much experience with because I've always been a bit of a last minute person and a bit of a she'll be right, mate. So probably not the best person to talk about perfectionism in that respect. But in some ways, you need a little bit more of my trait of that she'll be right, mate. Just get it out there because there are people waiting for your course, needing your course, waiting for you. They can't afford you one-on-one. They don't feel that that's something that they can afford or that they can do, but they would love to do your course. And you're sitting there thinking, but I've got to get this right. I've got to learn how to do Facebook Lives. I've got to learn how to write emails. I've got to learn how to promote. There's all of these reasons why it feels too hard to get this course out there. And so you don't. And that's the big difference. So not everything I do works. Not everything is polished, but I get it out there. On the other hand, when you put something out, it's probably really polished and looks really good, and that's fantastic. But are there things you're not getting out there? So perfectionism and that needing everything to be just right can stop you in your business from being successful because you can only be successful when you get stuff out there. It's the only way. No matter how much you want something to be perfect, if you don't get it out there, no one can buy it. It's just that simple. So this is where the importance of the tapping comes in because we want things to be good. We want them to be well done. We want them to not be too messy. On the other hand, we'll never reach perfection. There's always going to be something better, something more. You can do a better job. You feel like you could have said that better. And so you're always going to be striving, but you're not getting the stuff out there. And it's really, really important to work on the launching and the putting it out there. I'm running a webinar on the 12th of December, and we're going to be talking about some of these issues, about why we hold ourselves back and what we can do about it. And of course, I'm going to suggest that you tap on it because perfectionism's coming from a place of feeling that there's bound to be something in your past that you either rewarded for getting 100% or you were told you had to get it right. So it can be sort of two ways where you felt that you weren't 100% but you needed to be, or you were rewarded for always getting it right. And, when it came to schoolwork, it probably wasn't that important either, but it felt like when you were at school that it was really important to get that 100%, to top the grade, to get good marks. If you were a person who wasn't, then the people who were getting hailed as heroes. They were getting the medals, they were getting the accolades, they got their name written up. And so you feel that that's an important part of where you need to go, that you really want this to be successful. And yes, we all want to be successful, absolutely, because that's what we're in business for, isn't it? To be successful. But if you're holding yourself back, then that's not achieving your goals. So what can you tap on to help eliminate those feelings of the need to be perfect? Remember, I've got my wonderful course coming up in January called Cultivate, and it's cultivating the mindset to help you launch with success. We're going to cultivate all of those positive feelings about why it's important for you to get out there, and we're going to take all the weeds out, all those weeds that say you're not good enough, your course isn't good enough, who are you, why should you do this, can't do it until you've lost some weight, or learn how to get better makeup, or whatever it is. We're going to get those weeds out of the system. So it starts on the 8th of January. You'll see the promotions in the link below. I'd love for you to come to the webinar on the 12th of December and learn more about how we are stopping ourselves from achieving our dreams, and join in the program to help you launch that wonderful program that you've got sitting there waiting to launch. Any questions that you have, please email me, please, or in the link below. And I would love to hear why you feel that you need to be perfect before you can launch, and what you can do about it. And come and join me on the webinar in a couple of days. Bye.